Elena Rybakina did not just win matches in Riyadh. She conquered a battlefield, in the blazing heat of the Saudi desert. Under the bright stadium lights of the WTA Finals, Elena walked onto the court not as a favorite, not as a media hype machine, but as a quiet storm. No flashy theatrics, no dramatic speeches, no unnecessary noise. Just pure, unfiltered tennis. 11 matches, 11 victories. One woman rising by her own force. The number doesn't even fully capture how brutal and astonishing the run was. 11 consecutive wins, stretching across the most competitive field in women's tennis. And at the end of that relentless journey, Elena Rybakina stood holding the trophy, her 11th title of her career. But it wasn't the trophy alone that made this moment powerful. It was what the trophy represented. Every champion has a defining stretch, a moment when they stop being a promising contender and become a force that is no longer questioned. Riyadh was that moment for Elena, because here, she didn't just beat top players. She beat all of them in group stages and semifinals, and finally in the championship match, Elena dismantled the very pillars of the WTA. Began quietly, almost too quietly, with the first few matches. Young talents, hungry future stars, and determined fighters stepped onto the opposite side of the net. Names like Victoria Mboko, Leylah Fernandez, Ajla Tomljanovic, Jasmine Paolini, and Diana Yastremska. Individually, each match had a different flavor, different challenges, different rhythms, but Elena walked through them with the same calm focus. Against Mboko, a fearless rising player with nothing to lose, Elena faced the energy of youth, fast feet, bold shots, unshaken confidence. But youth is often impatient. Elena didn't rush. She neutralized everything thrown at her, refusing to let the match turn into chaos. She allowed Mboko to hit big, and then she hit bigger. Against Leylah Fernandez, Elena faced fire. Fernandez is fast, emotional, fierce, a runner fueled by pulse and adrenaline. Elena absorbed the pace, sent the ball back deeper, higher, flatter, faster. That match became a lesson in emotional discipline. Elena didn't show a single flicker of fear. She suffocated Fernandez's tempo, point by point, shot by shot, until there was no more room for hope on the other side of the court. Then came Ajla Tomljanovic, known for digging deep and turning matches around even from impossible positions. But this time, Elena refused to give her anything to work with. She took away the angles, suffocated the court space, forced short balls, and attacked relentlessly. Elena was not playing rallies. She was building a masterpiece. Paolini brought footwork, precision, heart. She chased down everything, refusing to surrender. But hitting through Elena Rybakina when she is locked in is like trying to push through a concrete wall. Jasmine fought, but Elena had the final word. Against Diana Yastremska, Elena stood opposite a player who plays with total abandon, a player whose belief can grow dangerously fast when she senses weakness. But the problem was, Elena showed none. She played that match like a surgeon, removing every opportunity from Yastremska's hands. With all those victories, the group stage was done. Then came Ekaterina Alexandrova, a powerful hitter, an aggressive baseliner with a game dangerously similar to Elena's. Originally, this match was supposed to be against Madison Keys, but due to injury, Alexandrova stepped in. Most players would complain about a last-minute opponent change. Most players need mental preparation for each opponent. Elena? She didn't blink. Alexandrova brought pace. Rybakina brought accuracy. And accuracy always wins. Elena's ball struck corners. Her serve was unstoppable. Alexandrova kept swinging, but Elena took away time, took away rhythm, and eventually took away belief. That one punched her ticket into the semifinals. But from this point on, the journey turned brutal because the biggest names were waiting. Jessica Pegula, one of the most consistent, most intelligent, most structured players on the tour. Pegula doesn't give you free points. She doesn't panic. She doesn't collapse. She plays clean, measured tennis. And Pegula had been playing some of her best tennis in Riyadh. Their semifinal was a mental battle disguised as a tennis match. Pegula tried to wear Elena down, to pull her into long rallies, to force her into hesitation. For a brief moment, it looked like Pegula's structure would win. But then Elena shifted gears. And when she shifts, there is no plan B available for her opponent. Her serve became a hammer. Her forehand became a penalty. Pegula tried to counter, but Elena had no intention of playing safe. She broke Pegula's patterns. She broke her momentum. Then she broke Pegula herself and earned her spot in the finals. And there stood Aryna Sabalenka, world number 1. A powerhouse, a champion with fire in her eyes and rage in her forehands. Sabalenka doesn't play tennis. She attacks tennis. She enters a match with a mission to crush her opponent. But this time, she faced something even scarier at a player who doesn't flinch. Elena Rybakina walked into the stadium looking calm. Not arrogant, not tense, simply calm. Like a woman who already knew how the story ends. The final felt electric. Every point was a collision of two titans. Sabalenka screamed after winners. Elena stayed silent. Sabalenka threw her entire body into every ball. Elena moved like the score was 0-0, unbothered by pressure, unbothered by noise. The first set became a display of precision versus violence. Sabalenka hit hard. Elena hit smart. Sabalenka blasted balls down the line. Elena redirected them with frightening ease. The scoreboard moved, and suddenly the set was gone. Elena took I in the second set. Sabalenka unleashed her full power. She screamed. She pumped her fists. She tried to pull the crowd with her energy. There was intensity, emotion, rage. Sabalenka pushed Elena to the edge. The rallies grew longer. The speed grew faster, and every game became a war. But where Sabalenka's fire could burn out, Elena's calm never collapsed. T6-6. The set moved into a tiebreak. Sabalenka's face tightened. Elena's expression didn't change. Then, point by point, winner by winner, she erased Sabalenka completely 0.7 points to 0. A perfect tiebreak, that a perfect finish, that a perfect ending to the perfect run. Elena fell to her knees. Not dramatically, not theatrically, just overwhelmed with the realization that she had done it. She had completed the most dominant run of the season. She had defeated the world #1, the most dangerous striker on tour, and ended her 11-match streak with a WTA Finals title. And with that, she lifted her 11th career trophy. 11 wins in a row. 11 career titles, that a perfect symmetry. But numbers don't show what really happened. This wasn't just a winning streak. This was a declaration, that a message to every player, every commentator, every fan who ever doubted her fire. Elena is not just a quiet hitter with a big serve. She is a champion built on discipline, emotional control, and an unshakable belief that true strength does not need noise. That in Riyadh, Elena Rybakina didn't just win matches. She changed the hierarchy. She walked into a tournament full of giants. She left as the tallest of them all. And now, the tennis world must ask a new question. Not can Elena win, but asterisk, who is going to stop her? Asterisk, because right now, nobody has the answer. Amen.